Hello, welcome to another video. Been a bit of time, been a bit under the weather, but that's what it is. Um, so this episode, I am looking to actually start working on a new tool, which will help solve some of the toil in my routine, I guess. Um, so when I make these videos, I have to upload them to YouTube so people can consume them, whatnot. And to do so, I have to use YouTube's lovely YouTube Studio interface, which is not really the nicest. It's actually kind of slow to load up and kind of janky to get things done. So what I was thinking was, well, there's probably an API. To allow me to upload to YouTube via some means. And I also use Linux, and there's a project called Fuse, which does file systems in the user space. I think it even stands for file system users, userland something. I don't know. So what we can do is if we open up a browser here, we can search for Fuse. Thanks, just get an idea on that. And also YouTube API and just see if there's things with that. Huh, that could be like a. Oh no, we did get something. How does one normally? I somehow like went back a tab. Yeah, so I can only go from there. So what I'm doing, well, I'm using Ladybird, so I might notice random bugs from time to time. What I notice is on another browser, like I don't know, Firefox, if we have two tabs, and maybe one has ooh, um, something in it. If I go Control Tab, it will cycle between them. In fact, if I go Control Shift Tab, it should go backwards through them. And that's where are we? That should also be the case in Chrome, I think. I mean, I've used browsers. Let's not go to that one. Yeah, so that does the same. I think it should do the same going backwards. But here, Control Tab is actually just tabbing through the features in the DOM here. But if we're in the address bar, then Tab doesn't do anything, but Control Tab does. So I think all that's needed is a handler, so we have Control Tab here. I noticed that DuckDuckGo actually looks a bit worse. This heading is kind of a bit jank, and the I don't know how this is kind of like the this display. I don't know how to describe it. Um, Maybe this is a Ladybird stream. This is kind of like that first little section that shows like the page, the kind of I don't know. It's been a while since I've done search engine stuff, but it kind of shows like this is like the domain where a bunch of stuff is found, and like these are the things that might be useful. And here it's spaced out quite a lot, and I think well, YouTube also has one. So if we like say search YouTube API and maybe search it with Google, it has a similar kind of list here. It also has like this thing here, which DuckDuckGo doesn't. But yeah, I don't know. That's probably just not really what we want to do. We wanted to look at this fuse thing. So the idea is kind of to make a file system in user space. That's what it is. The idea is to maybe wait for this to do things. the idea is to use the YouTube API and the Fuse API to make a file system that we can then just mount somewhere. And inside that file system, we can do things like create playlists or like shift things into playlists or like upload files or delete stuff. And I've also got an idea on being able to use it as a consumer as well. So you'll be able to view all your subscribers, you'll be able to go and look at all your subscribers' videos and through all your subscribers' playlists, and you'll be able to order just however you want. And some of this comes from my frustration with this is not loading. So what I might do is I'll come back to Ladybird in another stream because I have noticed some easy fixes, and some of the comments I got were easy fixes are good for videos. People enjoyed watching them. So what was I searching? YouTube API and Fuse, Fuse Linux. Right, so these are the things that we're doing. So this is a bit nicer and snappier. So this is not really telling us much, but I'll show it in the docs anyway. And here we have this. And if we look at the code samples on languages that we might have, we have what? JavaScript. Wow. I don't know. I want another language, like maybe Go. I'm surprised Go isn't in their like main thing, because Go is like Google's language. Well, it's Google's old language that people haven't used in. Well, I haven't used in like. Actually, no. I was about to say I haven't used it in a decade, but actually, a couple of jobs back, I had a project in Go, but not allowed to talk about that project. So what I want to do is, I think I want to do this in Go because I haven't used Go in a while, and yeah. So what I might do is we need to maybe make a project. So I think I'm gonna call this like GoTube. So I know that there is a product called GoTube, which exists on here. I think so. There's probably like trademark stuff. I'm not too sure. I'm not a lawyer, but this is also like a hobby project. I can always change the name if need be. So this does kind of facilitate playing stuff from YouTube and stuff. I thought it said it in this, but I'm not actually seeing it. Um, but it also facilitates watching from many other platforms, and I don't really intend to add that. And I think with the word tube is like kind of colloquial meaning of television, which is used for media, kind of like twitch.tv, television. And I think Go is a reasonable name for a project using Golang, because yeah, so I think I should be all right calling it GoTube. So I'm gonna call it GoTube, and maybe we will do this. So it has been a long time since I've actually kind of done things. Let me just spell my name. So I'm gonna put this at GitHub. So I believe when we do Golang stuff, if you want to have more than one file, which I will want to have more than one file because there are packages that I will want to import in to use views and whatnot. So I'll need to do this, and I will also need to do like I need to get these libraries. So I think I can just I really want hold on, I might just do something like this and get these just to know what I have done in the past. So I want to basically go like this, and I'm gonna get two languages, not languages, two libraries, which are gonna be my like kind of core libraries, and I don't really see the need on getting any others at this stage. So I want this YouTube API, which that's gonna pull in a bunch of stuff, and I also want there's a use Golang. I also want was it this one? Let me just have a look at my this. It was this one. So here I need to go, well, get similar thing, except instead of going from there, we want to go to github.com. And what's this guy called? Well, it could be a lady who knows. So I'm going to get these two libraries, and so what that should have done is made two things here. I might make, I want to do this, just make it a bit bigger, a bit more real estate, because we've got a larger font than I'm used to. So what this has done is it's created two files. It's got a go.mod, which should, I thought it would put those in the like required not indirect, but that's all right. Because yeah, maybe if we I don't know, I'm just like ooh, like tuning at this stage. So I think what we want to do is get some like examples going. So maybe if we make a fuse file system, and that can kind of show kind of how things work. So I don't know, maybe I'll do this one just to see how it is. So if we just get this, maybe get that there. So if we go, I think if we just go run and main, yeah, something like that. Do we need to? Is that like an old version? Oh, we just never did that. Um, is that what we need to do? Yeah, that is. So what this is going to do is we kind of need to make the like a mount point, and if we run this against that mount point, what that is going to do is in this fairly newly created thing, I don't think this is going to exit. So what I'll do is just jump in here, and we'll look inside this mount, and it's got a file.txt, and if we cat that, all it does is it shows file.txt, and if we look at the main.go, we can see kind of what it does. So if we look at the main function, does a bunch of flag passing, we can manage with this. And then it does this file system dot mount. So it's mounting a thing. It's taking that mount point from our command line. And then it's got this hello root. So let's have a look at this hello root, and then it just waits for the server to end. So that's kind of fine. Hello root is a structure that we have defined, and it's got a inode, and it's got a couple of kind of things you add to it. I don't know the lingo of Golang, sorry, so I won't say the right things. Has been a while, but here we can see that it's got like two kind of event listers, I guess you could say, on hello root, which is on adder and get attributor. So basically on add will do one thing and get attribute will do another thing. So on add, it adds a persistent inode, which is a memory regular thing, which has this attribute, and then the hello root, which is like the node, so like the directory in a sense. We're going to add a file which is going to be this ch channel, which child is probably what they mean by that, but yeah. And so that is going to create a directory with a child with file.txt, and file.txt is going to have attributes of 644, so it's going to be read write by us and readable by everyone else. And it's going to have just file.txt. So that's kind of what we saw. And the attributes for the directory are just going to have 755. And we can see that if we have a look at mount. It doesn't show the dot and dot dot, which potentially we can implement as we do. But we can see that the that's 755. So read write x, then read x, and this is 644, read write, then read. And we can see that it's got file.txt. All of the other attributes are a bit weird, so it's all like January 1, 1970 eBlock, pretty much. And we can see that the contents of this was purely just file.txt. That's all it was, is nothing more, nothing less. So that's kind of an example of fuse. So we can work up from that. What I want to do is get a kind of sample for this. This is a hefty yeah, so this playlist, yeah, there's a bunch of things in here. What I might do is maybe I feel like this is all right for me to kind of do. Is it? I can flick things around. So what we're gonna do is main, and we'll call this like youtube.go. Not that. That. So here, this is a hefty example. I might even like dump that down a tiny bit. So what this is gonna do, so this also has, you need to kind of have a get client, which get client will have a thing, is get client get client is just part of the library, I guess. Yeah. So will this just do me? This will do me. It's a different one to what I did. But now if we go run this, it'll probably complain. Right, it doesn't like that. I believe what I might do is just get this uh gotube. I just had a very quick start type thing, and we'll move that there. And we'll remove main YouTube, and we'll have a quick look at quick start, maybe just a quick one. So what this is gonna do, so we are getting a token, so we need to have like a token. We can like log in to get it, then we like cache it. So there should be a cached file. So what I can do is show you that there is a I thought there should be a yeah, there is a file there which has my credentials, but that's all right. So you will need to have credentials to use this. That's all good. It does some like caching. We can do a channels and we can do a playlist. And I believe this is going to get me. It gets by username, but we can probably have it get by mine. But I believe this should just get the public ones. I'm not too sure. I think because it's doing like that, but what we can do is go run it and kind of see what info it gets. I thought it might have that problem, so what we might do is we just do that. Is it not? Oh, we like took it away from here. What was it complaining about? I think I didn't actually need to do this. Do we need to copy it to here? Uh, credentials, client secret, client secret.json. I believe I typed right. Cool. Right, so here we also needed to do another get of go get go get you go lang.org and x/o or 2/dot. I believe that's what we needed to do. So what do we need to get from that? Hidden GoTube and client secret. Let's just copy that there and run that. Gosh. Right, so we need to get a new one. What I might do is just do a quick start. Apologies. I just don't want my creds to get shown. Go run this thing, and did it have like? Oh, we didn't have this one. We had like just a quick start. I've done the wrong thing. No. This is probably the one. Yeah, this is the one I have been following. So maybe I have to maybe move this to back, and maybe like run this again. Ah, gosh. When things don't quite go right. Oh, it just reads it straight away from there. What does this do? Yeah, this also does it. So create this bar. We need to do this. Right, so now that we've done this, if we now copy that again, and if we run that again, yeah, cool. That is cool. Get this. Get another browser up here. Go here. Sign with me. Do this. Continue. Continue. Do this. Cool. So this looks good. So if we now run this, apologies for that. We can see that. Yeah, we can kind of see all my playlists here, which they're all my public playlists. I've got a couple of private ones, but that's all good. It could be that this fuse thing. What I might actually do is actually fuse and mount most you mount, or do we just kill this? Because otherwise, like, it will just be mounted forever, and we can verify this by having a look. And if we have a look with this, we should see that it's back to better date time. Right. So now that we've kind of shown how we go about this, what we need to do is kind of just start it. So I mean, this has just been half an hour of setup. So where I need to go from here is create like a folder structure. So what I think I want to do is um maybe have like an example folder structure. So what this might have is I think I'm gonna have a studio, which is gonna be where all the studio type stuff is, so the creator side of things. But I will also have a another folder for I don't know what you might call it. Like I guess you could call it player, or like uh, I don't know, but you would have something like this, and in your studio, I could imagine you would have something like playlists, and you could probably also have something like videos. And what else would you have up there? And I think this thing would probably do something like uh, it would just have a flat file called analytics, and it would be similar to like the proc file system that is dynamically rendered and same with the sys file system. So in this, we would have this, and I imagine that in the videos directory, we would probably have stuff like I don't know, like foo.mpv, and alongside it, we would probably have foo.md, which will be the like title and description, and it'll just be markdown, and I think this would be the title, like whatever the markdown title is, and then in the description you would have whatever the description, including just whatever, and are we allowed to get out? Cool. Been using Vim for years. Don't know. Well, I kind of do. I worked out I was off by one on the keyboard, but just yeah, that's exactly right. So this would be like the uploads, and I think I might want to have something like uh maybe something like this. So you would also have an analytics file alongside. The analytics could be a directory. It potentially makes more sense as a directory. So maybe instead of touched, we actually go to the start and then up there, then make the, so we would actually have analytics there, and down here we would probably not have analytics, we would have a folder. So here we have some stuff. Potentially in the videos, we might also have like something like hidden well, maybe instead of having, I was thinking have like dot files for everything, but maybe instead of having dot files for everything, we could just have a like hidden directory which doesn't show up here. Well, it could just be uh, it could just be called hidden. That's all right. And in the hidden, you could have more videos, so to speak. Now, so that's kind of uh, the video side of things. So I've only got one video, but what we can have here is our playlist, and we could have a see, this is where the we kind of want it. Yeah, I think I won't have the hidden. I will just have videos. Uh, RM do hidden. So we would probably just have maybe we'll have bar dot mpv and md. Also make the bar dot analytics. So we have something like this, but we will also have something like maybe .bez, but .bez is doesn't show up in this list, but if we do like -a, it will show up. So there we have the .bez. Might be a bit nicer doing it like this, and comparing doing like that. So if we do the a, I think if we do the not that one, that one, it won't show the dots and dots. So here we can see that there's some stuff that don't show up. That's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go just there. And so here in playlists, we would have the similar sort of thing. So we might have like OSS div, we might have something like Odin's, we might have something like make the Odin project, something like that. And so this has a similar thing. We've got one that's hidden, doesn't show up normally, but it does if you enable dot files. So in something like Odin's, what I would do is something like this, and we would have dot slash videos, and maybe this foo.m mk mpb will be here in foo.mpb. Do we need that round the other way? Not there. We need do we weird. Right, so there and there. Am I like just failing with things? Um, oh, I've done this before. LN. Right, so here we can have a link. So I think that's how I'm going to do it. We can also do like hard links, so it's using the same inode, which will in essence do the same thing. And potentially I may make it a hard inode. Just hard to know. I mean, it's same. Because what I was thinking is if we are in the fuse kind of mindset, we can say copy a file, say we've already got foo. We could copy this bar into here, and I think when that happens, what should happen is it should automatically just make that hard link. So if you delete I think it needs to be a soft link, because I would then, if I deleted it from videos, I would want it to automatically get deleted from the playlist because it doesn't exist in the videos, so to speak. So that's kind of how I want it to go with that structure. So if we go back to like uh, dot there. Yeah, so if we go here and have a look at our example, so this is roughly how I'm kind of seeing it happen. So you have a studio. In the studio, you have a bunch of videos. If you put a file into there, if it is a MPV, then it will upload that MPV as its to YouTube Studio, and I guess I gotta worry a bit about what happens if the network dies, how do we recover and all that sort of thing. Um, but yeah, once we do that, it should probably also auto generate foo.md. Unsure about the order of this. I guess it does it in date order. Um, but yeah, I think it should automatically create that foo.md. You can edit the foo.md and put what you want in it, or you can copy an existing one over, however it is. The analytics should just be auto-generated, should be read-only. You can just have a look at it. Same here. What goes in that analytics folder, I'll decide at some point. Playlist, if you just make do something, you'll create an empty playlist. If you put a file in it, then it will put that file in the playlist. So this is kind of how I'm thinking it, and eventually we'll come back and look at some features of the player. But I think this is kind of where I want to go from now, I guess. So what I think we need to do is probably go into um which one do I want to go to? I think I want to go to the main.go. This probably is going to be my entry point, but instead, what I might do is copy this main to quick start. Use and copy quick starts to quick start YouTube .go, and maybe we will just make our own main.go. Well, yeah, maybe this is I guess this will be 2024. How do I normally do these things? Yeah, I normally would have, for example, in Odin's at the top of things. Do we not have that? It's in source. So if we do that, we don't actually have a copyright statement at the top of our files, but we do have one just in here, and it should have MIT. Cool. So if we just go back to where we were and maybe copy that Odin's license to here, and maybe copy what else do we want to get from here that we kind of just need? Maybe the readme, change what it says. What else? we have the get ignore, I guess, but we'll have to change that. So get ignore to here. So we will need to change. Oh, you don't go to there. Get ignore. So we don't want to share secrets material. And that is going to be what the Alice, gosh, what is it called? It's called client secret. I don't know if that needs to kind of exist. So what do we get if we kind of have a look at this? So this has a bunch of stuff. So in this README, we're going to change this to what do we call it? GoTube. GoTube. Have used file system for YouTube. It's going to have some things. This will be go to here and then change inside there to do. I'm not sure why that is. Like that doesn't need to be right. So this is a hobby project implementing a use file system wrapper around the YouTube data API, and this is going to actually no. That is going to have that, except it's actually going to have that. Going to have that, and then at the end of that, we're going to just have that, and that's going to be to do. Maybe we'll call it this. We'll just put that in there. And this we can let's find docs with that, and maybe go to the end and get it there, and go to here, and we're like, I guess this is probably where we want to send people for the docs. Right, so I think that's what we want, and maybe just have a to do there. Cool. And so what would, and just kind of having a look at that, I see that in the other one, if we Odin's, if we look at this README, yeah, that also had a weird actually need to do that. This has like a ID and like a list ID, so I think it would be kind of cool if you can get the ID of videos as well. Right, if we get rid of that, so I think this is probably good, and that's probably fine for now. So what do we have here? Client secret is not in there. So I might just um, come into here. Don't have anything here. So I guess what I want to do in here, we we need context. We need. I can just see the context is kind of handed to things here. The flag is potentially useful. I might just keep this in. And so, what is the context that kind of comes through? Kind of would be interested in that. So the log, where do we use blog? We use log there. That's probably right. Where do we use syscall? We use syscall there. Right, so I think this is probably all we want there, but we probably also want from the quick start YouTube. We will also want a bunch of this, but I think I just want to start from this file in essence. I mean, this is kind of showing that hello world. So maybe if we just add all of that and get commit, initial commit. So that kind of just shows the example workflow that I'm moving towards, and we're going to start working on that quick start. Not quick start, the main. Come on. That should be the one. The main. So in the main, what we need to do, we need to mount that. We need to have kind of two structures. So we need to first have a we're going to have a root, which is going to have a thing, and we're also going to have like a studio root, and have something like that. And we're also going to have a like client root. But what I think I might do is just keep it. Oh, pardon me, like that for now. So what I think I need to do is actually look up some of these docs here. Deprecated API, I don't care about that. Right, is this docs? Yeah, that's docs. Do we have? We did have Go docs for this, I think. Yeah. Yeah, not sure why I wasn't on the. Cool. So got the two docs pages. So what is I think my first question is what is on ad, and like when does it get called? So we can probably like look at on adder. It is called when node embedder is initialized. Okay, when is this called? Node types must be node embedders. Well, it isn't in the last one, so that's all right. Yes, right. So this mount is what we call down here, and we call it with this first node embedder. So just everything needs to be a node embedder. Cool. So yeah, I guess when we add the studio root, when we add the roots, we want to create some directories. This had some examples. It literally just had these two examples. Do we have some other examples? Cool, we do have like a bunch of other examples because I want to see how we create a folder, I guess. Maybe that's not even that. New persistent inode. So is there a new what's the new inode? Right, so this is going to pass another node embedder. So everything just has to be a node embedder. It's kind of interesting that we have said like they've done their own thing because right, so we're passing a pointer to it. Yeah. Right, so the mode, where where do we give the mode? The mode should be standard mode. I think I need to just go lang fuse create directory because I kind of just want to fuse fs. This is kind of what I want. Well, like new persistent inode, whose lifetime is not in control of the kernel. I think I want new persistent inode. So I do kind of want something like this, and this mem regular file is probably what we want. So regular, can we get regular? Well, I guess like can do make dir, but that's only on there. Yeah, I don't want to loop back. I just want to functions like what's this new node fs? Right, so it's not a regular file. So yeah, um, this is what we want to do. We want to pass it as studio root, um, and this is going to be like that. And then this doesn't exist. No, not that, but then this, and then the stable asher. We probably want to do um, mode, and this is going to be like syscall dot, and it did mention something about no, we want what are we doing? We're doing on add. Uh, how did we get to work out? Right, stable at what do we have? Fuse.s. I have to. See there and put that. Set maybe view dot that. Maybe do something like this, and so here we would do something like studio and add this. Something like that. And I think the get after we probably just want to be that. Find H and D2 R. Do the same there. So I think that will do the trick. And what we can do is we can probably just go run this and run it against mount. We don't have hello root anymore. We just want this to be root. No, not that one. We want it there. And cool. And it has created a studio thing. This is kind of cool. So then I guess what we're going to do is the studio. What do we want this to kind of look like? The studio was going to have some analytics playlists and videos. And so I guess here we're gonna have something like an analytics root. We're also gonna have maybe I'll sure. We will also have playlists and videos. Playlists and IP digital videos. So it's going to have these things here. I wonder if it's like easier doing this, and you can do like go FMT, yeah, go format, and no, how do we like go format? How do we just like man this? Go format. How do we do it in place? So yeah, just right. So go format, and we were doing main.go. So if we go back into here, yeah, I think we can keep doing stuff like this. User mount, we need to do that, and I think I want to. What have we got? Not too long. I think I want to do a log message saying that we have mounted info and mounted just to know it's kind of got past those points. And we don't have a log.info. I guess if we go lang doc log, it has been a while since I've done this. So how do we just do print? Um, um, print. Cool, and then it mounts. And ideally, when we control C, like when we get that interrupt signal, we should unmount the system. So maybe I will just do a like does this actually trigger? I wonder. It does not. But I wonder, can we so fs.mount this did this. Can we like close unmount umount? How do we unmount there? We get back the server. What can we do with the server? How do we see what functions are part of a server? They're just here. Cool. We've got serve unmount. Cool. So what I think we can do is do a defer uh, server dot unmount like that. No, it's still not. But I kind of want to get that sorted. Batch interrupt. Is this what we want? Right, I think this is what we need. Um, Cool. But I think I kind of want to catch more than just. Well, I guess this is do we just have something like the um uh can you just do it just in the middle there? No, you can't do that, but that's just because we haven't done OS and signal. Signal is not an STD. Well, OS does signal. Signal, OS, signal. Cool, and now it's doing that program. Cool. So kind of interesting. The print seems to do a print line, but so here what we want to do is server dot mount, do something like that. Something like that. Cool. That is doing the trick that I want. And so now that we've got it mounted, maybe if we uh, maybe if we go to here, and I think I want to do go run main and shut that in mount. I think I'll shut that in that window. And if we look in mount, so we should have a studio, and inside studio we got nothing. And that's expected because we don't actually do anything. So I think I decided that these should just be kind of like that. And like, I wonder if we can kind of make things. So if we do that, oh, I don't do that. Oh, yeah, that. Hopefully didn't do much. Cool. So when we do that, we do that. I kind of want to have. No, no, I can't really do that. So on ad for the studio route, and we will also have maybe we'll bring this down to here. We'll also have the studio root to do stuff like that. And so inside the example studio, inside that we have playlists, videos, and analytics. So we need to do playlist videos and analytics. And so this is going to be analytics. You can probably autocorrect. You can probably autocorrect, and you can probably autocorrect. Cool. So here we're going to have three things. This is going to be playlist. This is going to be come on, go here. This is going to be videos, and this is going to be analytics. And here we're going to change the studio root. So maybe CF and change this to what do we have? Actually, no, we did one studio analytics, and just replace that. And what do we want here? We want studio video, and here we want studio playlist. And you kind of see the thing here. So what does this add child do? It has child doesn't exist. Why does it not exist? So this is on a root. Wow, like we should have an add child. Do we need to do this? No, can we just search add child? I don't know why I don't know where this add child comes from. It is apparently calling on the R, which is the studio root, which is a what is it meant to be? It's meant to be like a not new server. It's meant to be like that type. Yeah, like this is just all the functions. It's not on the server. It's like on the. It should just work. Should just work. Does it exist in here? Add child. Where does this add child come from? So if we go into our hello, we should have an add child. Oh, we're not signed in. Because I kind of want to know what this false is. Go lang add child doc. This won't work surely. Yeah, can we search like the whole of things? Docs web, give me a search bar. docs packages. We don't have an add child symbols. We do have an add child and like a bunch of things here. Which one would we be wanting? These are just like the two same libraries over and over. Nah, now we've got some different ones. I just don't know why it's not in here. So it's the sort of thing that I can actually look up the source to, I guess, because we can just kind of yoink this. So if you go third party and grab this guy. So if we have a look in here and maybe search for child, and how do we like declare functions and whatnot? We should just have a func at the start of the line. And we should just do that. So we do have this, right? So overwrite is what it is. I know.go. Add child. So overwrite is false. Fail if the destination already exists. I'm happy with that. We want it all to be, because we're like building up and this on edge should be only running like when we mount it. So same thing here. So I guess next I maybe want to get this like maybe we'll do the playlist first. Playlist root. So this is going to do some stuff. Can we do like to do and like is this like a bang and a that? Is that like how we do Rust? Oh no. So if we unmount and do this unexpected that. How do we do this? Can we just do that? We don't have to do. Do we have Golang to do? We have like a panic, but I kind of want to Golang unimple. Do we have an unimple? Like Golang built in macro, like panic we do unimple, something like that. Like, do we have just a list of that's just all about handling it. Panic macro doc. I don't know, like I know how panic works, but this should have panic. Not that search. Do this search panic. We need it. God, the search is like terrible. Why does this? So we need to like actually search through whichever one it is meant to be, or we can search all the packages. It seems bizarre. Right, so we have like a log.panic. What I really want is like an uninpull. Like, is that done? Nah, it's just not done. Something like this. Right, so this does a to do, like a panic. It doesn't know what to do, doesn't know what to do. Right, so that means that we just need to do it, I guess. So what I think I want to do, not do that, but do not that, not that here. Want to do that. Cool. I kind of want to maybe bring this up and bring in the quick start YouTube. So I guess we need to like have like this config somewhere. So the context, can we like add the config to the context? Or like the yeah, I don't know, like what can we add to this context? How does this context work? And like what is the context? It's just like part of the standard library. I think we can just search for context. Uh, can we like add stuff to the context? I don't know. There's too much words. Too much words. So I guess it's kind of weird. I'm just not sure I need those. And we can probably see that by seeing that things work. Um, so yeah, I guess the oh, I just want I want to add stuff to the context. Like, is that not the point of? Yes, right. So this is what we want. And user key is just and like we don't need to, or do we need to? Nah, that's just part of there. Cool. So I guess we can do this context dot with value past that and here. Right. So here we can probably do we get a context there? Where do we uh how do we pass the context to this bad boy? So if we like search for like mount, right? So server we get from like a from fs.mount. So come on, fs.mount, fs.mount. You like don't exist anymore. Mount. We need a documentation. Yeah, I want this one, and that's just like where I was. Maybe it wasn't. Mount. Cool. How do we get context? Because context just gets passed to everything. But how do we get it into the server? So this mount. What was the mount options? We can get like this. Do we like shove it there? I don't know. I guess what we can do is, can we like view the source handily from here? No, we can't. We can. Right, so we just do this. Oh, I just don't know how. I don't know. Been going a while. Brain's starting to shut down. Like, I guess we could do it here and like, because it just it just doesn't seem to exist here. Which is odd. I find it just odd. Yeah, like how do you get your context? How do you get context? I guess what we could do is not there, not there. Do that one. And what, I don't know, unlink. What calls can unlink? No, we don't want to define it. We want to have something that calls it like that, except with that. Yeah, where do you get things from? What looks like it's the one to do. That's not it. Fuse.context is a different thing. This fuse, then types. I'm a bit lost. Context. Yeah, like this context here, we have where the caller comes from. And we just have that sort of thing. Still don't know where the context, like how I get the context from the main when we call this mount with our options, because that is the mount point, that is just the pointer to the root node. So I think I just have to do it here, which is like a bit weird, like setting up all the YouTube stuff like in, oh gosh, I just ripped out some here. Yeah. Does this talk about context at all? Not context. We just have this new context. Right, context passes along cancellation signal and request started, PID, blah, blah, blah. Right. So I guess actually, yeah. If we, I don't know, search here. So fuse. Let's go back to not there. We want to see what calls on add, because this what calls on add, so there'll be that on add. So this should happen fairly quickly. On add, cool. So what do? We just have, it's like a tree rupture. This is on an inode. Cool. So this takes the end, which is damn it. Right, this isn't right. Yeah, because this is just getting this on add. So that calls new inode. So I guess what calls new inode? This is just calling it from a. Is this what gets called to start with? I think that might be. Gosh, I'm like going around everywhere. This one, and when we go mount, we get a server, and then that server we can do serve. Do something like that, and this serve will do. What are we doing? It's like closing down. I guess it's doing this. Not that one. MS loop, this one. So it's doing this big loop. So it reads a request, does a handle request, which is done up here. What do we have here? We get things, we parse it. If it's okay, we print some debug. We don't have the opcode, so it will call this func, which will just be a handler. So the handler, where we go? Oh no, I don't think I've really sold much. So I guess proof of concept. What I want to do is so maybe here so the context, where do we have it? Context, get rid of that. So we do with value, and this will take a CTX. What I might do, is make a studio context as UVO. Well, actually, YouTube. ctx. This can be a new thing, and it can be ctx dot with value, and this is going to take a no, we won't. Context dot with value, and this will take in the context. It will take in a key, and what's the key? It's just like a var. So like YouTube key. I don't know what is it one here. YouTube key, and it's just a key, and type key int. Um, Something like that. YouTube key, and what do we want to pass with it? Maybe like just pass 42 for now. And here what we can do is like that should flow through everywhere, and then in here we can probably do log dots info into we'll just do a print f, and what are we printing? We're going to do context value, and it's going to be D, I guess, and we're going to do ctx, and how do we get the value back out? So we need to actually check whether it's okay first. So we will get that, and this will be YouTube key, and it's just going to be a type of int, and if we're all okay, we should do that. If not okay, then we probably just want to do logged up panic. Couldn't find context value. And yeah, I'll probably wrap this up into a thing, kind of like how they have here, though they still pass the, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what this does. So if we do this, so we don't have YouTube ctx, that is because actually, can we do make drg equals go build, and yeah, perfection. We'll get rid of that, and we'll see what it has. So it doesn't like read declarations of main. So we have that. Maybe we'll just make this again. Cool. So main is also here. We'll get rid of that. YouTube name. We can just get rid of quick start, I think. is what, yeah, quick start.go, because we made two of them. No, that one. Cool. Right, so this is what we want, and this studio context, we actually want to be YouTube context. And cool, so now if we do this, it should, it gets to a panic, so that means that we have not, couldn't find the context value. Not ideal, because that was kind of how I thought that the context might be working. Don't want that, we want up here. So I guess what if we just simply try and get it out here? And here we would do YouTube context. And maybe do that. So hopefully it should right, so it couldn't find it just from the get-go. Like this is where it's running. Potentially we can even go like I don't really want to like, yeah, I don't know. So it's not getting it from there, which is we need to store the 42 as like a right. So int val. If we don't do it like that, we do it like this. So this 42 here, this is actually a pointer to Dell. Not that. Cool. So now if we do here, excellent. So the context value is not right. But if we do that sort of thing, it probably is right. Yeah, it is right now. So what we can do is go back down to Bell. So we did get it, but it was that. And interesting, it prints it twice. So it printing it twice. It's been quite a long video. Apologies. So this is it is. I kind of want to see how many times this log dot print. And this something like that. It only does that one once, but yeah, it is doing the studio playlist twice, which is interesting. That is because here we have this C2R, and this should be analytics. Cool. So the context is working. So that means what we can do is something like this, and don't open up a million, but open up this one. So here we are going to maybe, come on, get back to where it was. So maybe we will have like a function. So we will have a function. It will just be like normal, I guess. It will return us a. So I guess now we go to this Google. So what do we have here? Config from JSON. We don't have it here apparently. Google Docs. Where do we get the Google? Oh, auth to Google. So that is actually it's like Golang. Right, so what are we called? Don't go over there. Go, yeah. We want o auth 2 slash Google. Will this search kind of work? Yeah, this search works. Right, so when we're here, we are going to call config.json. So we're going to get these things here. Come on, YouTube client. We're actually going to get a client. Because this is like all in here. Right, so I think I want to kind of. It has like a bunch of stuff here that I feel like I could probably redo a little bit. For proof of concept, I think I want to just like from here actually just do this and like what do we want? We want you to client by the end of this. No, we actually want YouTube service. And this is going to be after we get the client. After we get the client, we go youtube.new. YouTube.new. We don't find that. What if we new, come on, new. We want this one, which returns us a service and then an error. So here we will just do that. And I think we should probably take in a context. We should take in the context and do that. So I think this whole thing we can probably do something like this, and if we have that, we can just return service in air. and maybe these ones here we can put here. And instead of this, we can get a YouTube service and pass in that background context. So this quick start should still work, but it also means that as a proof of concept, we can quickly so we can get service and okay, and this is going to be a YouTube service, and we can pass in this context, and then we can give it the service. And I guess if it's not okay, we want to panic. Could not get YouTube service. So we can do that, otherwise we create a context and then we get that. And so here when we get it out, we will have a service. And this will be, what was it? It was just a YouTube.service, YouTube dot, and are we like a capital? Yeah, we are, because doing that. Right, so if we do that, then, I don't know, it'll print something, but it won't quite be right. So what do we have here? What I might do is, I think I might just do something like that, just so we can see what's going on. So what do we have? 33. We are missing a comma. Unexpected name context. Right, so that means that somewhere up here we haven't done the right thing. We don't have that. Right, so we need some YouTube-y things. This we want that. Maybe do something like that. And it can't find this like quick start e type thing. So how do we do that? Go lang. I think I actually have to finish up because I need to go get lunch actually. And it has been a fair amount of time, and I don't know, it's like kind of in a broken state here. I just need to remember like how things work. So of type air, so that is if type, if it is air, clear not used, this is actually an air, oh, how do we, yeah, it's just that. Right, after saying I needed to go, I have not gone. So double note service, clear and not use service. That's all right. Undefined new. If we do that, now it should print gobbledygook. It still doesn't know how to do that. I think I need to work out how to because if we go build, we've built everything, so now we have this. Yeah. So I think I just need to start doing this. Go build and go tube that, and that now panics at 59. So if you go 59, it could not get the context value. Oh well, it is what it is. Thank you very much for watching this video. It has been slightly longer. Hopefully this new project is interesting. If it is, stick around, and I'm sure we will make something cool together. Other than that, see ya.